Hello everyone, this is Yorgos from Flightstream Studios. I'm a real-world aircraft dispatcher with an FAA and European license and an expert in worldwide operations. And today we are going to discuss the North Pacific organized tracks and help you a bit understanding what are these and how we can implementing them in our simming situation. Um, Simming situation, I mean how we can actually properly flight plan a route using the North Pacific organized tracks or the NOPATs, or even create our own user preferred route and what the rules to be followed. So let's dive into. First of all, right here I have uh, Fly Radar, and this is showing us what is going on the current situation. Not a lot of flights as is comparison with the Atlantic crossing, which is not showing here, but it's not the same, but it's okay. It's huge. So we have here the westerly and the easterly bound routes, green being the easterly and blue being the westerly bound routes. Today I will create an example going from Tokyo Haneda to San Francisco, and I'm going to show you the NOTAMs, where we can find the NOTAMs with the routes, and how to read properly the NOTAM, and explain you briefly what is in there and what parts of the NOTAM we have to use while flight planning accordingly. Just remember, quick reminder, 50% of what you're doing even in real life or trying to fly from A to B in the flight simulator or X-plane or what prepare 3D is your preparation, flight planning preparation. If you are correct over there, you will not have any other problems. So let's start with that. For the time being, I'm gonna show you only for starters. I'm gonna show you the NOTAMs, where we can find the NOTAMs, how we can find the NOTAMs, and how we can read the NOTAM. I also have some documents here which I'm going to upload and leave a link in the description below, which contains explanation about the American routes, the NAR. I explained NAR in a previous video. Briefly, is routes connecting major US airports with the North Atlantic tracking system, OTS, or with the Pacific ones. And then we have a part of the Japanese AIP, sorry, AIP, which describes what are the OTRs, Oceanic Transition Routes, and any changes. If we have any changes, we can see that here with the black bar here. That means that we had changes to the position uh, to the waypoints. Pacific flight planning guidance, what we have to do and how the structure is on the North Pacific. And these are the main guidelines. I will have that document also in there. UPR, what are the UPRs, how we can use it, which altitudes we have to use them, and what are the separations between UPR and the PACOT routes. Also, I have a document here summarizing all three of them, the UPR, the Pacific, and the NAR, not the I didn't implement something with in regards with the Japanese AIP. So let's start. For starters, we have Pacific Organized Tracking System, which is the PACOTS, the NOPAC, and the UPR. The PACOTS are the routes that already show you. These blue and green lines here depicted here in the flyer there, with westbound and eastbound. The NOPAC are the routes here in the Auckland FIR, connecting Auckland FIR here with the Fukuoka FIR. Let me show you here. Uh, these are the NOPAC routes. Here, those are the NOPAC routes, which in some cases, as we can see, they are connected also with the track, with the PACOT routes. This can be done. It can be decided from either the Auckland FIR or Fukuoka FIR. It depends. And then we have the UPR. UPR is a user preferred route, and it will start from here, from east 160 degrees east, from the Fukuoka, and then we can start plotting our route as we want. And the minimum requirements for that is that we need to be away of the PACOT route at least 50 nautical miles. Just south. Just bear in mind that 1 degree of latitude is 60 nautical miles, so just be safe and put it in 1 degree. 60 nautical miles away from the track. And you can go close to the track or even away from the track. You can be in the middle. If it depends on the weather, the winds, and the overall situation of how you are planning to your route. Let's see here if we have someone going crazy. As you can see, no one is going really crazy here. I don't know if this old Nippon will go straight in, but as you can see, they are currently using UPR, and partially they're using also the route. In today's example, I'm gonna use the route. UPR is pretty much explanatory. You're using UPR and then you connect to the entry points in the US. Starting from the exit point from Fukuoka, and you're using UPR close to the tracks, away from the tracks. It depends where you're going. It makes no sense if you are all about around here and then you go to and you are close to the weather or whatever the case will be here, because you need to pay attention also on your en route alternates and if this is really beneficial weather-wise for your flight. Apart from that, we are good to go. San Francisco, it's here, the San Francisco Bay. We're gonna plan a flight to here and with using Simbrief. That will be a guide also of how you can use Simbrief. Simbrief is pretty much automated. You don't have the chance to do a lot of it. If you go in and start plotting individually, putting individual points, VORs or airways, it's kind of time consuming. This is what I don't like with Simbrief. I wanted to have more interaction with the software as we had with PFPX, which I'm currently reinstalling and readjusting so that I can show you how you can easily plan your route in PFPX. Here, Simbrief, as I told you, it's a guide. They have this real world routes that you can choose and fly one of those routes. But this is not something that I will do. This is something that someone else planned, and you can basically run all 10 of them and check which one is the most efficient. +4153, you see. Okay, this is check the most efficient one from for your route and then choose it. But I'm gonna show you how you can create your own route here without looking what is in there. Actually, I am going to delete all of that. I don't care. We're just going to create using the track 14 here, going from Japan to United States. So first things first, we need to go and search for the NOTAMs, which the tracks are existing. I'm using that site here. Most of you might know it. If you don't, I will leave the link in the description below. You click on the NOTAMs, it's pretty easy. So here is a NOTAM page. Yes, we understand that. After that, because I'm looking for a predefined NOTAM, these are North Atlantic tracks, and this is the Pacific tracks. You click on that thing and you click search, and it will populate with all the today's or which is valid NOTAMs from Fukuoka FIR and from Auckland FIR. The eastbound tracks are issued by Fukuoka. The westbound tracks are issued by the Auckland FIR. Similar with what is happening with Canter and Sandwich. And if you don't know what ZAC means, the three-letter code of the RTCC, you can track them also from TDM. TDM is used by the states, and these are the three eastbound NOTAMs that we are actually going to look into that. So let's hit the first one. Okay, eastbound tracks from Japan to North America. We're reading track 1 and track 2 and track 3. We don't want that. We want to use track 14. We already decided that we're going to use track 14. So most likely it's going to be the last one. Track 14. And this is the route that we are looking for. Now, let me explain to you what we are reading here. A PACOT route consists of three um, sub constraint or predefined routes. One is the flex route, the main PACOT route crossing the Atlantic. The other one it will be the NAR route, which I already briefly mentioned. It's the route connecting either from airports, major American airports, to the oceanic tracking system, or the opposite, from the oceanic tracking system to the airports. This is the case here with the Pacific routes. And the third one will be the OTR that is being issued by the excuse me, by the Japanese authorities, and Fukuoka FIR is the oceanic transition route. These routes are being depicted already in our charts. Either even if you use hide that, even if you use Navigraph, you will see them here. OTR 9, OTR. Okay, let me zoom. You see 11, 9, 7, so on and so forth. And it will start from this point here. Even if it's OTR, starting from inland, you will see it starting from Avbet. All right, so now that we established exactly what we are trying to do, we're gonna build our route pretty easy. So let's use only, for the time being, let's use only Simbrief. So I have my flex route, the main route of the PACOT. So I'm gonna copy that route and put it here and paste. Yeah. Now I have my route, but it's not really correct. Okay, I have my route. So I have my main route. Let's connect also the, oops, sorry, where is it? Here. The appropriate NAR. We have Albi, Pirate, and OSI, and then San Francisco. Do we have something else? No. Track for 15 not available. Okay, we know about that. This is for KLAX. And then we copy that bit, copy, Simbrief. All right, so we have that also here. And now we are missing the OTR. Also, it's really mandatory when we are filing a flight plan using the PACOT routes or the NOPAC or UPRs, we need to have a standard departure, ATS system, or OTR, or whatever other transition routes we have in there. Our PACOT route, which consists from the flex route, and our NAR. If not, if we don't have an NAR, we are using our user preferred route. Then we use this document and we scroll down and sorry. Okay, here. And it depends from which point we are actually going to enter according to the route that we decided, the predefined, the user preferred route we decided. We're gonna use this point and then we're gonna go in and input the rest of the points. Uh, Similar to the NAR, which is published in the NOTAM. These are all San Francisco's and so on and so forth. Here are a more in-depth explanation with the routes, eastbound transition routes, as we discussed. We can go through that document. I will combine all these documents in one and post it in a link as already mentioned. Today we're not using the UPR. We're just going to go have a quick route from A to B using our route. It's from Haneda to San Francisco, pretty much self-explanatory. So now we're missing the departure from, we will start with the departure uh, from Haneda. So let's go and find Haneda, Tango Tango, okay, and we're gonna use the SID. So basically, we are using Lepke, so we know where we wanna go. We are using Lepke. So going into here, so we know that we are going to use the OTR 11. That's good. So it's inland OTR 11 up to Lepke. So let's write that in Simbrief. So it's, oh, I forgot inland. It was Idlan. OTR 11 Lepke. And now we're missing the rest of our route. We need to connect Idlan and Haneda, departure and Idlan. So let's just do that. Let's go through the SIDs. No, this is to the other side. We're not going there, so we're skipping that. This is the same. Laxas is to the south. We're not going to the south. The same. Okay. Let's see rover. Rover is here. We have two rovers, rutas. It's going to the south. This is going to the other way, as you can see. And this is to the south. Vamos to the south. Vadar. it's pretty easy to spot where we're gonna go. So we're gonna use the rover. This is rover, and we're not going to the north. We're gonna go to Inubo. So it's rover. It's a rover Bruce, Luis, and Silva, and Inubo. So we have these points. Fortunately, I cannot copy paste. I wrote them down on the paper. So I'm gonna start doing that. Rover, Bruce. What did I write here? Bruce. Cannot spell today. Luis, Silva, and Inubo. And now we're missing the connection from Inubo to Idlan. Let's go to our Navigraph chart. Cancel that. So Inubo. So let's put that over here. Inubo. And okay, so this is the route we're gonna follow, Inubo, and now take a look on that. So Inubo, it finishes here. We have two inbound routes that can actually help us out, but we're not gonna use that. So from Inubo, it's Yankee 808 all the way to Nolax. Yankee 808 to Nolax, and from Nolax is Yankee 814, as I can see here. No, sorry, it's 812 to Idlan. So let's do that. So we are in Nubo, so space Yankee 808 Nolax, Yankee 812 to Idlan, and analyze our route. Yeah, oops, what is that? Solva, sorry, it's Silva. Yeah, now analyze the route. And that's it. We have a route. And this is how you build your route. It did a great job. And now we have also to add we have to add our route, our inbound, the star. So if we go back to Navigraph and go to the airports, SFO, our stars. So we're going into from Pirate. So this is our Pirate. Okay. So I lost the track. Okay. This is a chart, I suppose. Supposed to be around here. Okay, it's not showing. I don't know what is happening, but anyway, this is the Pirate that we're going in, and there is a procedure from Pirate. And most likely we're gonna use this Pirate procedure, Pirate 2, and going instead of going all the way to OIS, Oscar India Sierra. But we can file the flight plan as it is at the moment. Even user invalid endpoint. Uh, Sorry, what is that? It's Yankee. OTR 11. Why it says that it's not one of its points? I understand. Okay. All right. So what we had to do here, basically the OTR is avbet. It's not used by avbet. Okay. Yeah. We wanted to use this, but this is not the OTRs. This is Parrot. Okay, I made a mistake. This is a good stuff on my planning. It's a good thing that we found out. I made a mistake, so it's 4 and not Itland. I just saw that definitely incorrectly. So this is the thing. We know which OTR we will use, and I didn't check the route properly. So OTR 11 starts from Parrot, which we cannot use because it's on the on a one-way airway going in. So this UTR 11 might be used also for inbound, and the section Avbet to Parrot is gonna being used only for inbound routes to Japan. So it's Avbet and Lepki. So no problems there. We're gonna change that to Avbet and then click OK. Everything is totally fine. This is our route. This is how we plan, and also we need our ETOPS. And reset. This is wrong. Now, ETOP scenarios. I don't like using the automated function from Simbrief. Yes, I will never use Papa Alpha Yankee Alpha Airport to go over there. I will most likely use something in the maybe Los Angeles or San Diego, and I will have my and I will have my circles around here, and it will have follow a straight line. Yes, why the system chose that? Because we are further up to the north, and that might be the case if I put a 180-minute circle around, let's say, an airport around here. Maybe I'm not gonna be covered on the top side as I'm seeing here. So this is the other thing that you have to consider when you are planning. If you want to use right now a UPR and go from this point straight in, or from this point straight in here, then you will be able to use a different alternate airport instead of having to divert over there, which is not far away, but it doesn't make any sense to go over there. It is a good thing when you're flying the northerly tracks, but here is kind of going up, trying to avoid some weather. For me, I will use some UPR from here to there and rejoin the track here at that point. So I will go straight from going from UPR from this point or that point even, following UPR here to there and call it a day, and then using a different 180 minutes ETOPS. So guys, that was it. That was a test for Simbrief. I'm keep on testing Simbrief because it's everyone's favorite. However, I'm just telling you from my point of view, it's not the best software to use. It's really pretty lazy and not following accurate procedures or accurate routes, unless otherwise we have available some forward routes. Uh, and I would love to see more uh, getting more out of the software, I'm gonna show you how I can plan these routes, how I'm planning these routes in PFPX, which is more interactive and you can do multiple things in there. When I have PFPX up and running again, I'm gonna try and get these routes and do a comparison between Simbrief and PFPX, and you will be the judge of which software is more accurate in regards with your flight planning. So guys, I hope that I educated you in regards with the North Pacific routes. It was a pleasure doing that, and I will continue educating you with other worldwide routes and worldwide operation procedures. Please leave a comment if you want to discuss a different subject, or if you want in-depth explanation on something from the aircraft dispatcher's perspective. I will be pleased to do so. The later video, when I will have my sim properly set up with all my gear, I will also perform the videos, perform the flights also. I do like doing long haul flights because I'm working aside, and when I'm planning routes, I will show you from A to B, how I'm planning them, how I'm watching and taking care of everything, and also going into the cockpit and how I prepare the flights. I'm not a pilot, but at least we know a bunch of the procedures that the pilots are following, cure rates and everything. So that was it for today. Until next video, have a nice one and see you on the next one. See you guys.